What's my fault? It's the apathy of my social system that makes me bleed. No, not figuratively, but literally. Why? What was my mistake? Where was I at fault? What had religion to do with any of this? Nobody gave me an option to choose my religion. To hell with that. Nobody even cared whether I wanted to be a theist or an atheist. If I did not have an option then why am I being butchered for religion now? One day I am sitting in the luxury of my shop, sipping on the cup of tea made by a vendor whose religion I did not care for. The same way he never cared when he bought stuff from my store. All I cared for was the tea and its quality, and he too was never bothered when he bought stuff from my store. All he wanted was the quality, and I provided it for it. There were no religious strings attached to our daily lives. I did not care if the cool breeze across my face had caressed someone else's on its way through to me. Everything was so normal, everything was so very human. Then suddenly everything changed. I could not decipher why. What had changed? That I could no longer meet their eyes. Suddenly I became that brute from another community who deserved to die. I speak for myself here because I'm not a leader nor am I an activist. I am just a simple man who does his daily chores. I don't despise or loathe anyone based on religious sentiments. I always believe that we all are humans. And as far as religion is concerned, it is just another stick that keeps us from straying from the path of righteousness. Carrying this very thought, I led my entire life. I never complicated it with religion, caste, creed, or culture. But can someone explain it to the blood oozing out of my arteries and painting the road red? When it all changed, what happened? And if you find out, please explain why it happened. Thank you. So, second piece, it's called Am I a Hypocrite? So, hypocrisy is something that has become synonymous to me. Time and again, I've made this mistake. Actually, to be honest, I cannot call this a mistake, because if you repeat something over and over again, it's not a mistake, it's something that is embedded in you. Because you don't repeat something if it is a mistake. You must be wondering what I'm talking about. Let me explain. I've never let any chance go by to criticize things around me. The roads are narrow, they are dirty, the law and order has gone for a toss. People don't respect women. These are only a few unimportant things that I'm talking about right now. I've always had this air around me, the air of superiority. Whenever I say these things, I always give an impression that if I'm presented with an opportunity, I'll do anything and everything to correct this. However, this is far from the truth. If I look back over my shoulder and see the things that I've done, I realize what I've done. The things that I'm going to say might seem small and insignificant, but things like spitting on the road while walking, throwing a wrapper of candy on the road while standing roadside and puffing away on your cigarettes, these are the things that I've done and have contributed to the degradation of my society. While I've been harping on the issue of social degradation that has been caused by the moral degradation of our people, what I've ignored conveniently is the fact that I'm one of those morally degraded people. I've always been shouting, criticizing, pointing my fingers to everyone that nothing good can ever happen in my country. And if you even see me, I'm one of those contributing to the negativities of the society. If the roads are dirty, I've contributed towards it. If women are harassed, I've stayed quiet and turned a blind eye to it. If the system is corrupt, I've made my share of contribution by bribing the officials to have an easy way out. If the wrong people are at the top, I've made my contribution by not choosing my candidate properly and putting them at the helm. I've been doing all these things, and yet I constantly curse the system, the politicians and the pathetic infrastructure of our country. It's not that I've not have had an opportunity to try and make a change, but I've always chosen the convenient path instead of the right path. So am I not a hypocrite?
Yes.
Thank you.